norms. Fuck the president bullshit. Fuck the aliens. Fuck every fucking conspiracy you ever fucking heard of. Motherfucker. Motherfuckers is disappearing. Like fucking magic. Vanishing into fucking thin air. You fucking seen it? I fucking saw it. A fucking bus full of kids disappeared. A fucking people in the hospital vanishing fucking thin air. What the fuck is really happening? What the fuck is really going on? You fucking listen to what I'm saying. This is not bullshit. Everybody's gonna be talking about this, motherfucker. Everybody. People are vanishing into fucking thin air. Right in front of people.
Designed to root out all copper-colored Indians from receiving these newly established benefits by way of the federal government.
Indigenous people of this land. The Chinese came in, mixed in with them, and produced what you're calling Native Americans today or Indians. And the Caucasian gave them all our rights. Now they walk around saying Cherokee, Choctaw, Shinnecock, Cheyenne, and we walk around saying African.
What is also important to note, the U.S. government listed all full-blooded indigenous aborigines of America, mainly all of the Indians who they thought had African-like features, as black or colored, as the classification of race documented inside of the 1900 census. Simultaneously, white U.S. citizens were allowed to become identified as Indians by paying the Dawes Commission a whopping total of just $5 for each white adult and child to be listed on the Dawes roll. On April 1st, 1902, public notices were passed around detailing that other claimants can legally make their cases for freeman enrollment, single-handedly allowing all white citizens the rights to legally steal the Indian lands of America, reparations, and optimized benefits set forth by federal law. Ironically, this was officially announced on the day most people would tell their very best April Fool's jokes.
Did your ancestors invade here, or did they come? How did your ancestors come here?
They were born here.
They were born here.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
so they're
Indian.
Oh,
I'm
so they're
Indian.
Oh, you're an Indian.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly what tribe?
Mohawk.
Oh yeah.
Mohawk. Oh, okay. Where's your Mohawk?
No, Mohawk is back east.
The hardest part I've seen in my fight, and I'm the chief of the tribe, is when you come up against people of color as well as European descent, and you say Indians, they're looking for the Bill Cody, Long Ranger Tonto style thing. And when you actually show them that the indigenous people were actually my color, as I have a habit of telling people, a cocoa brown, or a brown piece of leather well put together. I have a lot of ways of using slangs to tell people that we are still here because we were not weak. We were here before DeSoto and Christopher Columbus. You have to be strong to make it through those disasters. During Katrina, I told them Katrina was not a Category 5.
And each, what you want to call a zodiac sign, represents a galaxy. This is why you got all 12 zodiac signs have their own constellations, galaxies. Now, if you can understand that represents a galaxy, now you can understand why the fuck your zodiac sign means so much to the way you fucking act. That's the galaxy. That's the galaxy where you was at before you came here. If you're a Virgo, that's the galaxy you was in before you came here. If you're a Sagittarius, that's the galaxy you was in before you came here. 999 planets. So it's 999 planets in the Sagittarius galaxy. 999 planets in the Gemini galaxy. 999 planets in the Taurus galaxy. Get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm trying to show y'all now. This is why when guys get here and you can look up your sign, or you can do your natal chart, and the shit be so lined up with your energy, because that's the galaxy and the tribe, the galactic tribe you was fucking with at the time, and you left straight from there. You got your mission from headquarters though. Headquarters is Sirius X. But you was there at the time, and then you came here. And then it manifests here as what they want to call a birthday. This is why we don't say birthday, we say solar return. You get it now?
Sometimes in life, you gotta go hard for what you want. If you want to be successful, it's all about determination and being committed to your vision, having faith, and pushing hard. Put in work, every day I wake up, all I'm...
One of these jars can run for 6 days continuously, which is crazy. So maybe I'll put it to the test. Now that the light is lit, I'll put the terracotta pot over. Tuesday, November 15th at 7-Eleven. It should go to November 21st. Remember last time we checked, 7-Eleven, Monday, November 21st, 6 days ago, same time, we check on this thing. Ooh, this is 6 days. It's still got a fifth left, maybe even a couple of days. But yeah, this experiment's gone well.
Here's the idea why you're in a simulation. Let's start with acting, first of all. And a 2-year-old screams at a restaurant, the entire restaurant screams, teach that kid how to act. We're all unpaid actors in some giant script that we didn't write. Simulation, a 2-year-old jumps on a coffee table and someone says, that's a coffee table, don't jump on that. So it went from being something that makes him feel like Superman, he's got his cape on, to something where he has to think about this person's like a family member he doesn't like anyway. He's 2 years old, he doesn't give about a coffee or a table, and he's starting to like calculate all these things, and by the time you're 40 years old, you've got a wall full of coffee tables calculating you into traffic, calculating you into your career choice, calculating you into this townhouse that's not quite as big as the townhouse next, and it just never works. You know, that's the simulation that I'm talking about.
But also, you know, maybe people don't want the kid to get hurt jumping on the coffee table.
We are too protective. We always don't want someone to get hurt. Can you imagine me talking to my publicist before I said I'm going on TV again?
Can't Take Black People Nowhere Part 2. And he is still hitting it.
Ghost ride the whip, ghost ride the whip, ghost ride the whip, ghost ride the whip. Now scrape, 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 scrape. Put your stunner shades on, put your stunner shades on, put your stunner shades on, put your stunner shades on. Now gas, brake, dip, dip, gas, brake, dip, dip. Shake them dreads, shake them dreads, shake them dreads, shake them dreads. Let me see you show your grit, let me see you show your grit, let me see you show your grit, let me see you show your grit. Now this, 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 doors open, man. Doors open, man. Doors open, man.
The original Jews, Jesus, and everyone else who was living in the Middle East. And let me tell you something, I have been to the Middle East. Go out there. I have been to Israel, Egypt, Jordan, Bahrain. All these places I have been to.
Yeah,
Egypt. All these places. It's all brown people. Is my bloodline linked to the original Jews? I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Do I consider myself chosen? No. The whole concept is fucking stupid.
I think this is coming from being lied to for so long, right? Being lied to. Making all the images white, even though you just said they're melanated people. These people were melanated. In the Bible, when I was reading it, I went to Catholic school for 12 years. Everybody was white, man. The King James version of this, they don't talk about the black royalty, the black kings and queens that were in Europe. They don't bring that up. They don't bring back how a lot of these people were black. They don't bring up none of that shit. Everybody was white. When I watched the 10 Commandments, right? Charlton Heston's a white dude that goes up into the mountains and shit. And he said he talked to God. Cleopatra's white. Everybody's white. That's where that's coming from. It's that the images that they changed. Why is it that they did a movie recently on Egypt and everybody was white? Gerard Butler, and I know Gerard. Gerard's from Scotland. And why is he in an Egyptian movie? I'm not saying that Europeans couldn't be in Egypt, but why are the main characters all white?
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, seriously, how is it that you will get into an European museum and all that is in there is like 90% of African arts, idols, artifacts? Like, I want to see your own arts, but rather what I end up seeing is literally artifacts, idols, and arts that I can't even find in my own mother or father's land. But they are mine. They are Africans, but I can't find them in my own land. Has anyone not asked you people, did you steal it? No. Did you steal those things? Because there is no way possible my people will be so stupid to give you these arts, these artifacts, these idols for you to keep in your museum. And for me to come and see these arts or these artifacts or these idols, I have to pay money for me to see my own arts that my ancestors made with their own hands, their own bare hands, without any machines. I don't understand. I think it's high time someone asks this question. Like, did you steal it? And if you steal it, give it back. Take it back. It's 400 years now that you've stolen this thing and you've been eating from it. Take it back. Someone should just stand up when they get to that museum and just scream, did you steal it? If you stole it, take it back. It's just quite overdue.
Why so few, you say? There are not a few of these giant trees. The remnants are everywhere. Our eyes only allow us to see small glimpses of what was. But the more your eyes open, the more you realize that these ancient trees were everywhere. You see, we have been told to dismiss what our eyes have told us for so long. Erasing all truths of the old world is a vast and extensive lie that branches off into all facets of our life. The lies are numerous, and the reason for it is quite simple. Those unaware of their true past, of their true capabilities and origins, are all that much more easier to control. It's not just about giant trees. Though the giant trees for me and many others were a big eye-opener to the true beauty of this world, to what's worth uncovering, and how much of it is hidden in plain sight for us to find. They want us thinking we're just hurtling around on a spinning rock in vast sea of nothingness, and we're just lumps of cells that don't matter, and all that around us is just rock. But trust me, friends, once you start opening your eyes to the true beauty of this realm, it truly inspires you and uplifts your spirits in ways you can never imagine. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
Come to find out, there's actual other videos of them preparing for the nuclear attack drills. And the last one only had the sirens and a little bit of the drills, but this one has more of the footage of what was going on in the drills in Russia. These are the nuclear attack martial law drills that was ran all across Russia yesterday, and now today we have a national emergency test. Anyways, check them out.
Another thing too, whenever you have your cell phone plugged up, never speak on your cell phone when it's plugged into the wall outlet, whether it's on speakerphone or not, because it increases the radiation and the radioactive frequency plus the EMF frequency coming from the phone by 200%, family. So if your phone is plugged up, then always keep it away from your persons until it's fully charged. Another thing is when you're going to sleep, do not sleep with this radio microwave that we call cell phone by our heads. Don't sleep with it in the same bed as you. If you can, turn your ringer up loud just in case of emergencies, and you put that phone outside of the room door. Make sure that your head is not facing any wall outlets. All of these things causes and it increases the risk of brain cancer, neurological obstructions, and just different type of internal organ cancer, family. Stay away from these cell phones and try to limit the use of cellular phone use as much as possible. Food that's good for pulling radiation out of the body. For one, we have to talk about sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is amazing. It comes from the cruciferous vegetable family. I think that you need to get it from your actual broccoli sprouts. Broccoli sprouts have more sulforaphanes and glucoraphanins in it than any other vegetables on this planet. And this thing literally will whoop cancer, and it literally isolate and open up the NRF2 pathways to get rid of any radiation that's within inside of the cellular mechanism and within inside of the bloodstream. Another thing is focus, or what we call bladderwrack. Bladderwrack have a way of literally isolating radiation and chemotherapy, basically initiating or stimulating what we'll call the so-called immunological system, or what I call the lymphatic system, and it phagocytoses the actual radiated cells or the malignant cells, and it get them out of the body along the meridian pathways through the lymphatic system and out of the kidneys. Another one is astringent fruits. Astringent fruits detoxify the body. It kicks on glutathione and it literally detoxifies the entire cellular structure. So if you do all these things that I just told you, these things will not only decrease your risk of cancer, but it'll also start initiating detoxification factor on the body, and you will not have to deal with these things anymore.
We'll be taking a closer look at one of the most controversial health mysteries in recent years.
Originally known as Havana syndrome, officials say the condition has now spread beyond Cuba to every continent.
1,500 reports. Across 96 countries, yeah. It's a great question for which the intelligence community does not have a great answer.
All right, so you've got kids and a teacher, and they all start this uncontrollable twitching. So bad, CDC comes in to investigate, and they find...
Well, they found that there wasn't an explainable cause for the illness, and there wasn't anything in the environment that was causing the illness. And actually, it's a documented phenomenon called a mass psychogenic illness. So this is something that's actually been reported as far as 600 years ago.
It's in their head, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's in their head, but some of the symptoms are factual. Feeling dizzy, feeling headaches. It's a reaction to something in their environment, and sometimes it's prescribed to anxiety or stress, probably as the most common cause.
And I was reading about this, and they said that it was in this case, every single person, female, including the teacher, that this is something that happens to women more than men, where there's no reason for it, but all of a sudden, they almost have these, convulsions, these seizures.
Tina Anifer, a former Foreign Services officer stationed in Havana, who told NBC News about the moment this all hit her, saying, in her words, "I felt like I was being struck with something, pain that I've never felt before in my life, as if I'd been seized by some invisible hand that I couldn't move."
Precisely pinpoint what we think could be linked to this relatively unusual mechanism that really has not received a whole lot of study. Pulsed microwave energy.
Definitive evidence of what started in Cuba remains elusive. Some link it to electronic surveillance, others a weapon. But with cases now emerging in every continent.
Since 2016, there have been 200 cases of the Havana syndrome. 200 cases. It has been reported in Australia, Colombia, Russia, Georgia, Kyrgyzstan, Poland, Serbia, Taiwan, China, Uzbekistan, even here in India.
So who or what is behind these directed energy events? Is it an intelligence service? Is it a nation? Or is it some other entity?
The closest the US has come to an answer is microwave radiation. And even then, there is no evidence to back it. It almost sounds like a sci-fi movie where villains harness the power of sound to attack unsuspecting diplomats.
But that doesn't explain that core group of people, particularly at the U.S. Embassy in Cuba, where some of them have documented brain injuries, and they can't really explain it. They've said environmental factors, pre-existing medical conditions. They even talked about, in some cases, HVAC malfunctioning can cause pressure in a room, which can lead people to think, but that doesn't cause a brain injury.
Is this an ailment, really, or a case of cloak and dagger espionage? We say good luck. We also say reality is sometimes stranger than fiction.
Celebrities that disappeared and were never found. Bison Dele played in the NBA for 8 years and even won a championship with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in 1997. In 1999, he abruptly retired from basketball at the age of 30, walking away from a 5-year, $36 million contract. On July 6, 2002, Dele, his older brother Miles Debord, his girlfriend Serena Carla, and skipper Bertrand Saldo left Tahiti on Dele's catamaran. Only Debord was seen or heard from after July 8. 2 months later, Debord was caught in Phoenix trying to buy $150,000 worth of gold using his brother's name, but he was not arrested. Dele's boat was eventually located in Tahiti, riddled with bullet holes that had been patched up. Debord was suspected of killing all 3 and dumping them overboard, but he took his life via an insulin overdose in September 2002. Before he could be charged with anything, the bodies of Dele, Carla, and Saldo have never been found.
Fact number 1. To understand the truth about Walmart, you first need a history lesson. The founder, Sam Walton, is long deceased, but his legacy is very much alive. What is he remembered for? Well, you may not know that Sam Walton was a part of the U.S. intelligence agency during World War II and a security chief over internment camps located inside of the United States. These camps held hundreds of thousands of whites of German and Italian descent and Asians of Japanese descent. They were held there after FDR violated their constitutional rights. Sam Walton oversaw these prisoners of war. The Walmart U.S. government connection is not new, you see. It goes way, way back. Armed with that information,
Headlight.
Exactly right, and it has to be. We have to be high enough so that we've got you against blue sky and not against Earth as you're coming in. You're coming in a descending approach as you get in.
Over. We can rehearse it. Said, go back and we'll rehearse it and see how it looks.
All films are a lie, an artistic lie, but it's still a lie. And this was the biggest fiction of them all. The audience is usually aware of the fiction. This was like a documentary, but as much fictional as anything else they've ever seen, but without their knowing it. That was the challenge. That was why I had to do it. And no mistakes could be made. It had to be absolutely perfect. And who the fuck better than me to do that? I made 2001, for God's sake. The best sci-fi movie ever made. Some people say the best movie ever made. Even Pauline Kael liked it. And certainly NASA liked it. And the president liked it. President Nixon. This was the logical progression of that achievement.
Okay, so you basically are given a blank check by the government. You go where to film this? Where?
Somewhere in Nevada.
You can't say where?
No, because everything in Nevada stays in Nevada. But anyway.
Okay, that's good enough. Fair enough. So, okay, you're there, and what happens there? You're on set, and you got to make a movie that no one knows is a movie about.
No one knows it's a fiction movie.
Right. Well, they don't think it's a movie. They think it's live television programming, but you're faking live television programming.
It even confuses me sometimes.
Well, it's meta layered. I mean, you had to make a movie.
True, sometimes I actually believe it myself. It was that good.
You mean like when they have like the anniversaries, or you see like imagery, like you get caught up in the line?
I forget sometimes that I made that.
Mystery creature washes up on a South Georgia beach, and it has everyone scratching their heads. Is it a shark? Is it some kind of sea monster? Juliet Dreyer joins us now live. And Juliet, I was in the water today, so I'm a little bit concerned.
Yeah, Jeff, a lot of people are talking about this, a lot of people. So just imagine you're out on a boat ride when you see what you think is a dead seal. So you get closer, only to realize that's not what it is at all. Take a look at your screen right now. This is what a man named Jeff Warren says he found on Wolf Island on Friday. That's just north of St. Simon's Island. He says he was boating with his son when they came across this mystery creature. It was about 4 to 5 feet long, and he says birds had already started to peck at the carcass. So the question now, what is it? Is it a fish, a shark, or maybe even a St. Patrick's Day hoax? Well, I have reached out to a lot of marine experts to ask about what this creature is, but so far, nothing definitive. Now, Florida Fish and Wildlife tells me they do have people looking into it right now, and we'll have an update tonight at 11. Reporting live, Juliet Dreyer, First Coast News, on your side.
Word on the street is they don't have enough people signing up for the military, so they're thinking about bringing back the draft. But what are you doing if they bring back the draft? Hello? Who's this? Who's this again? How you get his number? Nah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. Mandatory. When did I sign up for this? When I was 18? I didn't know shit when I was 18. Who all gonna be over there? Nah, I don't know them. I don't know none of them. I don't know none of them. They don't know me. That sounds like a you problem, bro. I don't fuck with needles. I'm gay. How about that? I just turned gay just now. I thought it was don't ask, don't tell. I'm telling you, I'm gay. Gay as the fuck. Fuck you mean prove it? Honestly, I'm an addict. I'm trans. I identify as that's not my fucking problem. I identify as you got me fucked up. My pronouns are not the one. I got bone spurs. It just happened. It just happened. I will shoot myself in the foot. It really sounds like a you problem, honestly. I might do it for 10% of that 1.8 trillion. Oh, you shut up now, huh? You shut up now, huh? I wear glasses. I have astigmatism. See, if it's a night mission, I'm shit out of luck. Even with the glasses on, it's still blurry as fuck. Conscientious objector. That should be in my file. You ain't see that? If you scroll down, I'm flat-footed. Got scoliosis. Here you go again with the prove it. If I can't prove all this, what's gonna happen? Jail. I can't do jail. Can't do that. No, I don't agree to any of this. No, you're not about to have me hated when I come back home like they did the Vietnam War, huh? You ain't about to have me homeless on the street not helping me, motherfucker. Why'd you stop talking? I like strawberries. See, my homegirl enlisted. She used to love strawberries, and when she came out, she said that she is definitely allergic to strawberries. Now, I can't give up strawberries. I can't give up strawberries. Hold on. Look, these motherfuckers is not buying this shit. I thought I had them with a strawberry defense. I really did. But do y'all have any suggestions? What would you do? Would you go? Would you want to talk to these motherfuckers? Hold on. I think maybe somebody else. I could forward you a number. Can I forward? Hold on. Can I forward them your number? Like, if you would go, more power to you. I salute you. I respect the hell out of you. But me, I'm frail. I'm not built for that. I am not built for that shit. If you did not want to go, what would you say? Do you have any excuses you could help me out with? Please help me. Look, I could forward some very good and able-bodied people your way, and they might be able to, if y'all could just forward me your number or your contact information. Yeah.
Press button to see what global warming will do in the next 3 years.
3 years is a long ways away.
Oh my God, a perfect storm.
Just take a look at how perfectly formed this storm is.
I won't lie to you, it's the most powerful storm I've ever seen.
One of the strongest hurricanes that I've ever tracked.
Millions of New Yorkers urged to shelter in place. A state of emergency, floodwater swamping roads, making travel dangerous and nearly impossible.
Long Island were both put under a state of emergency.
The Romans, Aquaman, look into thy starfish heart and protect our souls.